Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lindy Sherries, and today you are cooking with me because I do not have time and I have to prepare supper. So this week has been hectic, guys. It's going to be hectic until Friday. I decided that maybe I should just incorporate my videos while I'm doing some of my house chores. So I'm doing my marriage and topics course this week. So usually I do it online, but then now I have to attend. So I go to Pretoria and attend until 4 or 5. So yeah, now I'm just cutting potatoes so that I can cook my spinach. But then there's a thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So that is fasting for 3 days. So the past weekend I fasted for 3 days where I didn't eat anything for 3 days. But then I was drinking water because it wasn't a spiritual fast. It was a weight loss fast. Something that I needed because I was getting to a point where my body was heavy, and whenever I walked up the stairs, it was just hard, and I could see that something was just not right. I need to start taking care of my health, and it is very important for us to take care of our health. And we eat and eat and eat, and to gain weight it's easy, but then to lose it, it's difficult. But then the whole idea of me doing this fast, it wasn't mainly about losing weight. It was about starting to build a healthy lifestyle, because I do not want to be skinny where I'm not eating, I'm skinny, but I do want to maintain a healthy body where I eat healthy, where I'm just very intentional in everything that I do when it comes to my health, because I only have one body, and if I'm not going to take care of it, and God is saying it is the body, it is the temple for God, and it is the only asset that I have in this world. So I have parents who died from different sickness. Like my dad died from heart attack, and my mom died from just her organs were failing on her last day. Like just her organs were failing, and I think ever since she was 20 years old, she was diagnosed with a high blood pressure, and she had to take pills ever since then up until she died. And she wasn't living a nicer life, because she would have to go to clinic and get those pills, and they will keep on increasing and increasing and increasing. And I believe God has given us these bodies for us to take care, and He has given us everything that we need to take care of our bodies. Not saying that we cannot go to doctors, but then there are so many things that we can do to take care of our bodies. So the first thing that I did, it's obviously your Esther's fast, but then remove the spiritual side, because the mistake that I made before was to say I am doing Esther's fast and not eat and not even drink water in the name of I'm fasting spiritually, but only to find that I just wanted to lose weight. So I always say to my friends that I don't struggle with losing weight, because I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'll just stop eating for 3 days, and this time it was hard. I never struggle with doing Esther's fast. Yes, it's hard, but then the way I struggled this time, just from Friday when I stopped eating. Actually, I stopped eating Thursday at 6 o'clock. And Friday morning, my husband was already saying, let's go for breakfast. And this is something that doesn't come all the time. Like, yes, he's been saying we'll go for breakfast, but then it never materialized. So eventually that day he was saying, let's go to breakfast, and I could just smell bacon, I could just smell omelets, I could just smell everything. Then I thought about the commitment that I made to myself, that I need to lose weight, and not just lose weight, reduce the weight, because I usually weigh 65, and that's the weight that I like, the cap that I want. Initially, before I would weigh 60, but then now that I'm a bit older and a mother, I would say I'll cap it at 65. So that's the body, like the body that I'm supposed to be carrying. But then because I eat everything, and I don't even eat that much, like I eat small portions, but then the sweets, I love bread and peanut butter. So I would eat supper and then after make bread with peanut butter and coffee. So I am that type of a person. I like biscuits. I like amakeka bakery. So I would even buy baked ones from home and then bring it, and then I'll just eat that, or even buy this ready mix and just make quickly. And then those things, it's sugar that goes into my body, it's oil that goes into my body, and I am not doing anything to exercise. So let's talk about exercising. So I started last week, so where I do 5Ks a day. But then this week I noticed I don't wake up early enough because I have to drop the kids at school and then go to my classes because it's Monday to Friday. And at the same time, when I come back home, I have to work because I made an arrangement with my boss that I'll actually attend the class, and then 12 o'clock I'll connect and then do anything that needs something like processing files, all these ad hoc tasks that I need to do, or responding to email, doing all these tasks that are small. And then when I get home, like now it's around 6, I think 6 or 6:30, I have to start then developing because I'm a developer, so I have to do projects. So that's the arrangement I made with my boss, and I keep my commitment. So I am doing exactly that. One thing with me, I maintain a very open and honest relationship with my boss. So he trusts me, and I want to maintain that trust, that even when I can't go like the whole day to work, I can still deliver my work. So that's what I'm doing. So now I'm at home, and I have to cook supper. Because now, remember I told you I don't have a helper anymore. I used to have a helper, but now I don't have a helper anymore because I have to use the money to pay off debts. And she does come to iron like every 2 weeks, and only to iron my husband's clothes. So I have to do all these other chores. Not that I'm complaining, and sometimes it can be a bit too much. And where you ask yourself, what am I doing? If I do the laundry, I cook, and then my girls help with cleaning, and then sometimes they help with cooking. Like I came back home expecting my older daughter to cook, but she didn't cook because she had to go for her hockey practice. So now I have to cook because I do not want a family that will go, from morning until supper still eating bread. I do not like that. So that's why I'm cooking. And yeah, so let's go back to my fasting. I have to take care of my body, because if I'm saying that next year I'm going to work full time in the ministry doing the work of the Lord, I need my body to be at its optimum level where I am able to go to different places. I am able to drive. My heart is fine. And I do not want to inherit whatever my dad and my mother had because of lack of training. So I am going to exercise. So I do walk this 5 kilometers because I realize I do not like jogging. I really do not like jogging. So I decided, instead of running 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, let me just walk 5 kilometers. So maybe I will take you guys to my walk and maybe show you some of the houses in this estate, so you can just see the kind of walk that I do. But now let's go back to the fasting. So now these 3 days, I want to explain something that I've learned, and actually that's the main thing that made me record this video. So what happens to our body when we do not eat food for 3 days? When we do not eat food for 3 days, our body usually goes into our liver and look for glucose. And then whenever that glucose is no longer manufactured from the food that we are eating, our liver and our body will start switching gears and start looking for another source of energy. And that source of energy is keto bodies. So we have keto bodies that get generated whenever we do not eat. So that's the reserved fat. So the body will start using the reserve fat, using keto, something called ketogenesis. So instead of using glucose, which is added when we eat, when our insulin level goes up, and which is not healthy, we can eat, yes, but then not that much. So now my body, after 48 hours, didn't have food. I wasn't eating, I was only just drinking water. And then my body switched gears because my insulin level was going down, and then started using what is we call ketogenesis. And then my body started using the reserve fat in my body. So like, when you have bulges around your waist, and maybe you have your belly, and then maybe you have all this fat that you do not know what to do with it. And So my body started using that. So that's when you have something called keto flu. Keto flu is when you start having cramps, when you start having headaches, when you feel dizzy. And so my body started using that. So that's what makes a person lose weight. So not everyone can do that, especially if you suffer from diabetes. I think it's type 1 diabetes. And then I lost weight. So the initial weight was 78.6, and then after it was around 75.3, so I only lost 3 kg. So I recorded first, and then it was 65.7, and my daughter said something's wrong, you cannot lose 8 kg in 3 days. And then she recorded again, and then when we recorded again, we realized that it was 65.5, yeah. And then that's the weight that I lost. So now my body is no longer heavy. My body is no longer heavy, at least. So that's what happened to my body, and I am feeling great, and I will continue to lose weight. And I do not want to make this video long, because I do want to talk about my classes, because today we were talking about sex and marriage, and yesterday rebuilding marriage after divorce. And yeah, so it is a lot of information, guys. I'm not gonna talk about it now. So I just hope we'll just all go and just think about it, what we take in our mouth, because you do not want to deprive yourself to a point where you do not do anything, you do not eat. I mean, that's not life. But then I'm saying, let's just exercise, let's check what we are eating, let's just be intentional in taking care of our bodies, because this is the only asset we have. We do not have any backup. So yeah, that's my first video on my weight loss journey, but then I would say my healthy lifestyle journey. Yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you will learn something from this. Remember, if you go 3 days without food, the first 48 hours your body switches gears and go into what we call ketogenesis, and then keto bodies will be generated in your body, and the brain and your heart likes that type of energy. So your body will be clear, you'll have a more mental clarity, and then you also your bones as well will, the density of your body, of your bones as well, will start being good. Like, it's not just that only, even your skin will be so beautiful. Like, after fasting, my skin was so beautiful. Like, I look at myself every time I go to the bathroom in training, and I'm like, yo, my skin is so clear. Yes, it's shiny, but then it is so clear when you look at it. So guys, I hope we start taking care of our bodies. It is important, and let's just remember that we do not have a backup. Let's take care of our lives, and not just us. Let's teach even our kids to start living a healthy lifestyle and start doing the things that we want to do, but do not deprive yourself. Have that donut once in a while, have that McDonald's once in a while, but then the other days, just take care of yourself. Just take care of, reduce pap, reduce bread, or maybe replace your rice to brown rice. And yeah, I'm not a good cook, but then I will try and add some of the meals that I'll be incorporating in my family. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you will subscribe. And I'm not playing games anymore. Guys who are not subscribing, because the statistics, the analytics are showing me that most of you are watching my videos but are not subscribing. How are you supporting your sister? Please subscribe, hit the bell notification, and send the video to as many people as you can. Thank you so much for watching.